Is betrothed to a lead, sang Monsieur, and the pride of his sexes to be next up at the feast on the green, oh be sure, and the pride of his sexes to be next up at the feast on the green, oh be sure. We fought, we danced, we cried and sang. Forget your bells, for joys abound, forget your bells, for joys abound. Ring forth ye bells with clarion sound, and from your throats for joy today. Ring forth ye bells with clarion sound, forget your bells for joys abound. Ring forth ye bells with clarion sound, forget your bells for joys abound. Ring forth ye bells with clarion sound, forget your bells for joys abound. Ring ye bells with clarion sound, for joys abound.
Constance, my daughter, why the strange depression? The village rings with seasonable joy, because the young and amiable Alexis, heir to the great Sir Marmaduke Poindexter, is plighted to Aline, the only daughter of Annabella, Lady Saint-Jean. You alone are sad and out of spirits. What is the reason? Speak, my daughter, speak.
Oh, mother, do not ask if my complexion from red to white should change in quick succession, and then from white to red. Oh, take no notice if my poor limbs should tremble with emotion. Pay no attention done. Mother, it is nothing. If long and deep-drawn sighs I chance to utter, oh, heed them not. Their cause must ne'er be known. When he is here, I sigh with pleasure. When he is gone, I sigh with grief. My hopeless fear no soul can measure. His love alone can give my aching heart relief. Can give my aching heart relief. When he is cold, I weep for sorrow. When he is kind, I weep for joy. My grief untold knows no tomorrow. My grief untold knows no tomorrow. My woe can find no hope, no solace, no alloy. No hope, no hope, no solace, no alloy. When I rejoice, he shows no pleasure. When I am sad, it grieves him not. His solemn voice has tones I treasure. My heart they glow, they solace my unhappy lot. They solace my unhappy lot. When I despond, my woe they chasten. When I take heart, my hope they cheer. With folly fond to him I hasten. With folly fond to him I hasten. From him apart my life is very sad and drear. My life is very sad and drear.
Come, my child, tell me all about it. I too have loved, although that was long ago. But who is the object of your young affection?
Hush, Mother! He is here!
Our Reverend Vicar!
Oh, pity me! My heart is almost broken!
Oh, my child, do not fear. To such a union I offer no opposition. Take him, he's yours. May you and he be happy.
But, Mother dear, he is not yours to give.
That is true indeed.
He might object.
He might. But come, take heart. I'll probe him on the subject. Leave this affair to me.
The air is charged with amatory numbers. Soft madrigals and dreamy lovers' lays. Peace, peace, old heart. Why waken from its slumbers? The aching memory of the old days. Time was when love and I were well acquainted. contented. Time was when we walked ever hand in hand. A saintly youth with worldly thoughts untainted, none better loved than I in all the land. Time was when maidens of the noblest station, forsaking even military men, would gaze upon me wrapped in adoration. Oh me, oh me, I was a fair young curate then. Had I a headache? Sighed the maids assembled. Had I a cold? Welled forth the silent tear. Did I look pale? Then half a parish trembled. And when I coughed, I thought the end was near. I had no cares, no jealous doubts hung o'er me, for I was loved beyond all other men. Fled gilded dukes and belted earls before me. Oh me, oh me, I was a pale young curate then. A pale young curate, a pale young curate. Oh me, I was a pale young curate then.
Good day, Reverend Sir.
Ah, good Mrs. Partlet, I'm glad to see you. And your little daughter Constance, why, she is quite a little lady, I declare.
Oh, Mother, I cannot speak to him.
She is indeed, and she's almost 18 and as good a girl as ever did step. Ah, sir, I'm afraid I shall soon lose her.
Oh, dear me, you pain me very much. Is she delicate?
Oh, no, sir. I didn't mean like that, but young girls, they look to get married.
Ah, I take you to be sure. But there's plenty of time for that. 4 or 5 years hence, Mrs. Partlet, 4 or 5 years hence. But when the time does come, I shall have much pleasure in marrying her myself.
Oh, Mother!
To some fine, strapping young fellow in her own rank of life.
He doesn't love me.
Sir, I have often wondered if you'll excuse the liberty that you have never married.
Oh, be still, my fluttering heart.
A reverend's wife does so much good in a village. And after all, sir, you are not as young as you once were. And soon you'll be looking for someone to nurse you and look after your little comforts.
Mrs. Partlet, there is much truth in what you say. I am indeed getting on in years, and a helpmate might cheer my declining days. Time was when it might have been, but I have left it too long. I am an old fogey now, am I not, my dear? A very old fogey indeed. No, Mrs. Partlet, my mind is quite made up. I shall live and die a solitary old bachelor.
Oh, Mother!
My child, do not fear. At a more fitting time, we will try again. We will try again.
Poor little girl. I'm afraid she has something on her mind. She is rather comely. Time was when this old heart might have throbbed in double time at the sight of such a fairy form. But tush, I am puling. Oh, here comes the young Alexis with his proud and happy father. Come, let me dry this telltale tear. Sir Marmaduke,
my dear young friend Alexis, on this most happy, most auspicious plighting. Permit me, as a true old friend, to tender my best, my very best congratulations.
Sir, you are most obliging.
Dr. Daly, my dear old tutor, and my valued pastor, I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
May fortune bless you. May the middle distance of your young life be as pleasant as the foreground, the joyous foreground, and when you have reached it, may that which is now the far-off horizon, but which will then become the middle distance, in fruitful promise, be exceeded only by that which will have opened in the meantime, into a new and glorious horizon.
Dear sir, that is an excellent example of an old school of stately compliments to which I through life have been much addicted. Could you oblige you with a copy of it in clerkly manuscript, so that I myself may use it on appropriate occasion?
Sir, you shall have a fairly written copy. Ere soul has sunk into his western slumbers.
Come, come, Alexis. Your fiancée will be here in 5 minutes. Rouse yourself to receive her.
Oh, rapture!
Yes. You are a fortunate young fellow, but I will not disguise from you the fact that this union with the House of Sangazur realizes my fondest wishes. Aline is rich, and she comes from a sufficiently old family, for she is the 7,037th in direct descent from Helen of Troy. Now, true, there was a blot on that escutcheon, that affair with Paris. But where is the family, other than my own, in which there is no flaw? You're a very lucky fellow, sir, a very lucky fellow.
Father, I am welling over with limpid joy. No sicklying taint of sorrow overlies the lucid lake of liquid love, upon which, hand in hand, Aline and I are to float into eternity.
Yes. Alexis, I desire that of your love for this young lady you do not speak so openly. You're always singing ballads in praise of her beauty, and you expect the very menials who wait behind your chair to chorus your ecstasies. It is not delicate.
Father, a man who loves as I love...
Pooh, sir! 30 years ago, I madly loved your future mother-in-law, the Lady Sangazur, and I have reason to believe that she returned my love. But were we guilty of the indelicacy of publicly rushing into each other's arms and exclaiming, "Oh, my adored one! Beloved boy! Ecstatic rapture! Unmingled joy!" which has become the modern fashion of lovemaking. No, it was... Madam, I trust you are in the enjoyment of good health. Sir, you are vastly polite. I must protest I'm mighty well. And so on and so forth. Much more delicate, much more respectful. But see, Aline approaches. Let us retire so that she may compose herself for the interesting ceremony in which she is to play so important a part.
join in these congratulations. Heed not the tear that dims this aged eye. Old memories crowd around me, though I sorrow, 'tis for myself only, and not for thee.
With heart and with voice, let us welcome this mating to the maid of his choice. With a heart palpitating, comes Alexis the brave. With heart and with voice, let us welcome this mating to the maid of his choice. To the maid of his choice comes the brave Alexis, the brave Alexis, Alexis the brave.
Oh, my adored one! Ecstatic rapture! Mingled joy!
Welcome joy due to sadness as aurora gilds the day. So those eyes, twin orbs of gladness, chase the clouds of care away. Irresistible incentive bids me humbly kiss your hand. I'm your servant, most attentive to command. Wild with adoration, mad of fascination, to indulge in lamentation, no occasion do I miss. Goaded to distraction by maddening inaction, I find some satisfaction in apostrophe like this. Sang as your immortal, sang as your divine. Welcome to my portal, angel, oh be mine. Immortal, divine, angel, oh be mine. Irresistible incentive bids me humbly kiss your hand. I'm your servant, most attentive to command.
Sir, I thank you most politely for your graceful courtesy. Compliment more truly knightly never yet was paid to me. Chivalry is an ingredient sadly lacking in our land. I am your most obedient to command. Wild with adoration, mad with fascination, to indulge my lamentation, no occasion do I miss. Goaded to distraction by maddening inaction, I find some satisfaction in apostrophe like this. Marmaduke immortal, Marmaduke divine, take me to thy portal, loved one, oh be mine. Immortal divine, loved one, oh be mine.
Wild with adoration, mad of fascination, to indulge in lamentation, no occasion do I miss. Wild with adoration, to indulge in lamentation, no occasion do I miss. I'm your servant, most attentive to command. Wild with adoration, yes, and mad with fascination, to indulge my lamentation, no occasion do I miss. You're most obedient. You're most obedient.
want to command. All is prepared for sealing and for signing. The contract has been drafted as agreed. All is prepared for sealing and for signing. The contract has been drafted as agreed. Approach the table, O ye lovers pining with hand and seal. Now execute the deed. Approach the table, O ye lovers pining with hand and seal. Now execute the deed.
I deliver it as my act and deed. I deliver it as my act and deed.
See they sign without a quiver it, then to seal proceed. They deliver it as their act and deed. They deliver it as their act and deed. With heart and with voice, let us welcome this meeting. Let us welcome this meeting to the Lord palpitating. With heart, next is the praise. With heart and with voice, let us welcome this meeting. See them here to rejoice, see them here to rejoice. Forever, Alexis, the brave and the lovely Aline.
My darling Aline, you are now irrevocably betrothed to me. Are you not very, very happy?
Oh, Alexis, can you doubt it? Do I not love you beyond all earth, and am I not beloved in return? Oh, is true love not faithfully given and faithfully returned the source of every earthly joy?
That there can be no doubt. Oh, that the world could be persuaded of the truth of such a maxim. Oh, that the world would break down the artificial barriers of rank, wealth, education, age, beauty, habits, taste, and temper, and recognize the glorious principle that in marriage alone is to be found the panacea for every ill.
Continue to preach that sweet doctrine, and you shall succeed.
I hope so, but as yet the cause progresses slowly. Still, I have made some converts to the principle that man and woman should be coupled in matrimony without distinction of rank. I have lectured at mechanics institutes, and the mechanics were unanimous in favor of my views. I have preached at workhouses, beer shops, lunatic asylums, and I have been received with enthusiasm. I have addressed navvies on the advantages that would accrue to them if they were to marry wealthy ladies of rank, and not a navvy dissented.
Oh, noble fellows, and yet there are those that hold that the uneducated classes are not open to argument. And what do the countesses say?
Well, at present it can't be denied. The aristocracy hold aloof.
Ah, the working man is a true intelligence after all.
He is a noble creature when he is quite sober. Oh, Aline, true happiness comes of true love. And true love should be independent of external influence. It should live upon itself and by itself, in itself. Love should live for love alone.
Oh, Alexis,
Love feeds on many kinds of food. I know some love for rank and some for duty. Some give their hearts away for empty show, and others love for youth and beauty. To love for money all the world is prone. Some love themselves and live all lonely. Give me the love that loves for love alone. I love that love, I love it only. I love that love, I love it only. Give me the love that loves for love alone. I love that love, I love it only. What man for any other joy can thirst, whose loving wife adores him duly? Want, misery, and care may work their worst if loving woman loves you truly. A lover's thoughts are ever with his own, none ever loved is truly lonely. Give me the love that loves for love alone. I love that love, I love it only. I love that love, I love it only. Give me the love that loves for love alone. I love that love, I love it only.
Oh, Alexis, those are noble principles.
They are, Aline, and I intend to take a desperate step to carry them out. Have you heard of John Wells?
John Wells?
Yes.
Oh, no, I certainly haven't heard of John Wells, and I certainly haven't heard of his music. We don't listen to that kind of music around here. What if I had heard of him? Why would he be of any relevance to what you're saying?
Well, I have heard that his fame has led him to be granted access to a particular substance. I intend to distribute it throughout the village, and within 12 hours of doing so, there will not be an adult in the place who will not have learnt the true secret of pure and lasting happiness. What do you say to that?
Well, I'd accuse you of being insane or engaged in criminal activity.
No, Aline, you misunderstand me. It's nothing illicit. It's a love potion.
A love potion.
A love potion.
Oh, Alexis, I don't think it would be right. I don't indeed. A rock star with a magic potion. It just sounds ridiculous.
Aline, is it or is it not an admirable pursuit to seek to steep the whole village up to its lips in love and marry them off to one another without distinction of age, rank, or fortune?
Well, unquestionably,
Then,
that-
unpleasant as it may be, to engage with the devil's music, I must nevertheless face my fears, in deference to the good and great end I have in view. Okay? Hercules!
Yes, sir?
Is John Wells there?
Yes, sir. He's in his tent, refreshing.
Ask him to be so good as to step this way.
Yes, sir. Refreshing. Alexis, what do you suppose that means?
Ask him to be so good as to step this way, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, Alexis, an actual rock star in our village. We've never allowed music like that, or people like that in our village. Oh, I shall be frightened to death.
I trust my Aline will not yield to fear, with the strong right arm of her Alexis here to protect her.
It's nonsense, dear, to talk of your protecting me with your strong right arm in the face of... Well, in the face of that.
Look, John Wells is a professional musician. He is an artist, and I doubt he would be so bold as to be improper in greeting two well-to-do types such as ourselves. Okay?
Whoa! Good day, sir.
Good day. I believe you are a...
Sorcerer. Huh?
a sorcerer.
A sorcerer, yes, sir. I practice necromancy in all its branches. I've used wishing caps, divining rods, amulets, charms, and counter-charms. I know horoscopes. I can conjure genies. I can read the future. That's strongly recommended. I've got Aladdin lamps, prophetic tablets, curses, blessings, so on, so forth, and the other one. What do you want?
What do I want?
Curse, blessing, charm, amulet, etc.
See, I thought you were a musician.
Well, of course I am, but that's not all I am. My name is John Wellington Wells. I'm a dealer in magic and spells, in blessings and curses and ever-filled purses and prophecies, witches and knells. If you want a profo to make tracks, if you'd melt a rich uncle in wax, you've but to look in on the resident gin number 70 Simmery axe. We've a first-rate assortment of magic, and for raising a posthumous shade, with effects that are comic or tragic, there's no cheaper house in the trade. A love filter with quantities of it, and for knowledge if anyone burns, so we're keeping a very small profit, a prophet who brings us unbounded returns. For he can prophesy with the wink of his eye, people security, into futurity, sum up your history, clear up a mystery, humor proclivity, for a nativity, for a nativity. He has answers oracular, boogie spectacular, tension was tragical, minutes so magical, facts astronomical, solemn or comical, and if you want it, he makes a reduction on taking no quantity. Whoa! If anyone anything lacks, he'll find it already in stacks. If he'll only look in on the resident gin number 70 Simmery axe. He can raise you hosts of ghosts, and that's without reflectors, and creepy things with wings, and gaunt and grisly spectres. He can fill you crowds of shrouds, and horrify you vastly. He can rack your brains with chains, and gibberings grim and ghastly. Then if you plan it, he changes organity with an urbanity full of satanity, vexes humanity with an inanity fatal to vanity, deriving opposed to the verge of insanity. Barring tautology, in demonology, electrobiology, mystic gnostology, spirit philology, high-class astrology, such as his knowledge, he isn't the man to require an apology. Whoa! My name is John Wellington Wells. I'm a dealer in magic and spells, in blessings and curses and ever-filled purses and prophecies, witches and bells. And if anyone anything lacks, he'll find it already in stacks. If he'll only look in on the resident gin number 70 Simmery axe.
But you also play music.
And I also play music.
Right. Well, I have heard that you have access to a patent oxyhydrogen love at first sight potion.
My personal favourite.
Right. I want to know if you can guarantee it as possessing all the qualities you claim for it in your advertisement.
I'm no businessman. I've got no need to boast about my wares. I don't know what you've heard, but whatever it is, I guarantee it's true.
Oh, Alexis, don't offend him. He looks like he hasn't slept in days.
I am anxious, from purely philanthropical, good-natured motives, to distribute this potion secretly amongst the inhabitants of my village. I shall, of course, require a quantity. How do you sell it?
I've got casks of it. Do you want a cask?
Which is on you? You've got casks on you.
Oh, it's very popular. I'll give you a 10% discount if you pay by cash.
I should mention I'm a member of the Edinburgh University Savoy Opera Group.
Well, that's lovely. I'll give you a 10% discount if you pay cash.
Aline, the villagers will assemble any minute. Go and fetch the teapot.
But Alexis...
My dear Aline, we've spoken about this. Go and fetch the teapot.
Well, I'm sure Dr. Daly would disapprove of it.
And how soon does it take effect?
12 hours. They drink it, bang, on the floor. And once they awake, they fall madly in love with the first person they see who has also drank it. Of course, the feeling's mutual. You can see a trial of it if you want.
Figure out, well. Oh, here she comes. Right. Then, Mr. Wells, I shall feel obliged that you at once pour as much of that potion into this teapot as will suffice to affect the whole village.
But bless me, Alexis. Many of the villagers are married already.
Don't worry about that. It doesn't affect married people.
What?
Huh?
Doesn't affect...
Married people,
Well, that
no.
makes no sense.
Are you prepared to carry out this fearful ordeal?
In the good cause, I fear nothing.
Well then, we shall at once proceed to the incantation. Sprites of earth and air, fiends of flame and fire, demon souls come here in shows, this fearful deed inspire. Appear, appear, appear.
Good master, we are here.
Noisome hags of night, imps of deadly shade, pallid ghosts arise in hosts and lend me all your aid. Appear, appear, appear.
Good master, we are here.
Hark, hark, they assemble, these fiends of the night.
Oh, Alexis, I tremble. Seek safety in flight. Let us fly to a far-off land where peace and plenty dwell, where the sigh of a silver strand is echoed in every shell. To the joys that land will give, wings of love will fly. Innocence there to live, in innocence there to die, in innocence there to live, or to die, to live and die.
Too late, too late, too late. It may not be, it may not be. Happy fate is not for thee.
That happy fate
Is not for thee.
Now, shriveled hags with poison bags, discharge your loathsome loads. Spit flame and fire, unholy choir, belch forth your venom toads. Ye demons fell with yelp and yell, shed curses far afield. Ye fiends of night, your filthy blight in noisome plenty yield. Number one.
It is done.
Number two.
One to view.
Number three.
Set us free, set us free. Our work is done.
Let us fly to a far-off land where peace
Set us free, set us free.
Too late, too
When the
late.
sigh of the silver strand is echoed
Set us
in
free, set us free.
Too late, too late.
Now to the banquet we press. Now for the eggs and the ham. Now for the mustard and cress. Now for the strawberry jam. Now for the tea of a horse. Now for the rollicking bun. Now for the muffin and toast. And now for the gay Sally Long. Now for the muffin and toast. And now for the gay Sally Long. The eggs and the ham and the strawberry jam. The rollicking bun and the gay Sally Long. The eggs and the ham and the strawberry jam. And the rollicking bun and the gay Sally Long. The eggs and the ham and the strawberry jam. And the rollicking bun. The rollicking bun and the gay Sally Long. And the strawberry jam. Jam, bun, jam, bun. Oh, the strawberry, strawberry jam. Jam, jam. Oh, the rollicking, rollicking bun.
Be happy all, the feast is spread before ye. Fear nothing, but enjoy yourselves, I pray. Eat, and drink, be merry I implore ye, for once let thoughtless folly rule the day. Eat, drink, and be gay. Banish all worry and sorrow. Laugh gaily today. Weep if you're sorry tomorrow. Come, pass the cup round. I'll go bail for the liquor. It's strong, I'll be bound, for it was brewed by the vicar. It's strong, I'll be bound, for it was brewed by the vicar.
None so knowing as he, and brewing a jorum of tea. A pretty St. Jorum of tea.
See, they drink, all thoughts unheeding, their teacups clink. They are exceeding, their hearts will melt in half an hour. Then will be felt the potion's power, then will be felt the potion's power, the potion's power.
Pain, trouble, and care, misery, heartache, and worry. Quick, out of your lair, get you all gone in a hurry. Toil, sorrow, and plot, fly away quicker and quicker. 3 spoons to the pot, that is the brew of your vicar. 3 spoons to the pot, that is the brew of your vicar.
None so knowing as he, and brewing a jorum of tea. A pretty St. Jorum of tea.
Oh, love, true love, unworldly abiding, source of all treasure, true fountain of joy. Oh, love, true love, divinely confiding, exquisite treasure that knows no alloy. Oh, love, true love, rich harvest of gladness, peace-bearing tillage, great garner of bliss. Oh, love, oh, love, oh, love. Oh, love, true love, look down on our sadness. Dwell in this village, oh, dwell in this village. Oh, hear us, oh, hear us in this. Oh, hear us, oh, hear us, hear us, love in this. Oh, love, true love, oh, hear us in this.
Oh, marvelous illusion, oh, terrible surprise. What is the strange confusion that fills my aching eyes?
Oh, marvelous illusion, oh, terrible surprise, excites great confusion within their aching eyes.
I must regain my senses, restoring reason's law. Of fearful inferences, the company will draw. Of fearful inferences, the company will draw.
Oh, marvelous illusion! Oh, terrible surprise!
Marvelous illusion, oh,
12, I think, and at this mystic hour, the magic drink should manifest its power.
Oh, slumbering force, how little have ye guessed the fire that warms each
Apathetic breast, each apathetic breast.
But stay, my father is not here.
And pray, where is my mother dear?
I did not think it need to see a dame of lengthy pedigree, a baronet and KCB, a doctor of divinity, and that respectable QC, all fast asleep of frescoly. And so I had them carried home and put to bed respectably. And put to bed respectably. I trust my conduct meets your approbation.
Sir, you acted with discrimination and showed more delicate appreciation than we expect from persons of your station.
Yes, it shows more delicate appreciation than we expect from persons of your station. But soft, they waken one by one. The spell has worked, the deed is done. I would suggest that we retire while of the housemaid lights her kitchen fire.
While of the housemaid lights her kitchen fire. dear friends, take pity on my lot. My cup is not of nectar. I long have loved as who had not a kind and reverend rector. Long years ago my love began, so sweetly yet so sadly. But when I saw this plain old man, away my old affection ran. I found I loved him madly. I loved him madly. Oh, you very, very plain old man, I love you madly. You very plain old man, I love you madly.
I am a very deaf old man and hear you very badly.
Very deaf old man, she loves you badly.
I know not why I love him so. It is enchantment surely. He's dry and snarky, deaf and slow, ill-tempered, weak and poorly. He's ugly and absurdly dressed, and 67 nearly. He's everything that I detest, but if the truth must be confessed, I love him very dearly. I love him dearly. Oh, you're everything that I detest, but still I love you dearly. You're all that I detest, I love you dearly.
I caught that line, but for the rest I did not hear it clearly.
Very deaf old man, she loves you dearly.
Oh joy, the charm works well, and all are now united. The blind young boy obeys the spell, their troughs they all have lighted.
Oh, bid to joy, no words can tell how my heart's mind. They'll soon employ in marriage, but to say that we're united, I don't confess an anxious cloud my humble spirit vexes. None more blessed example of their beloved Alexis, of their Alexis.
Oh joy, no words can tell how sweet and how united. They'll soon your boy on man is felt and say that you're united. True happiness reigns everywhere and dwells in both the sexes. Oh, blessings awful pair of their beloved Alexis. Happiness reigns everywhere and dwells in both the sexes. Oh, blessings awful pair of their beloved Alexis.
I do confess an anxious care my humble spirit vexes. None will less exalt for error of their beloved Alexis, of their Alexis. Oh, bid to joy, no words can tell how sweet and how united.
They'll soon your boy on man is felt and say that you're united.
True happiness reigns everywhere
And dwells with both the sexes. Oh, blessings awful pair of their beloved Alexis. Happiness reigns everywhere and dwells with both the sexes. Oh, blessings awful pair of their beloved Alexis. Oh joy, oh joy. Oh joy, oh joy. Oh joy, oh joy. Oh joy, oh joy.
Oh, how joyful they all seem in their newfound happiness. The whole village has paired off in the happiest manner, and yet not a match has been made that the hollow world would not consider ill-advised.
We are wiser, far wiser than the world. Think of the good that will come of these ill-assorted unions. The miserly wife will check the reckless expenditure of her too frivolous consort. The wealthy husband will shower innumerable bonnets on his penniless bride, and the young and lively spouse will cheer the declining days of her aged partner with comic songs unceasing.
Oh, what a delightful prospect for him.
One thing remains to be done, Aline. That my happiness may be complete, we must drink the philtre ourselves, so that I may be assured of your love forever and ever.
Oh, Alexis, do you doubt me? Is it necessary that love such as ours should be secured by artificial means? Oh, no, no.
My dear Aline, time works terrible changes, and I want to place our love beyond the chance of change.
But Alexis, it's already far beyond that chance. Have faith in me, for my love can never, never change.
Then you absolutely refuse?
Oh, yes. If you cannot trust me, then you have no right to love me and no right to be loved by me.
Enough, Aline. I shall know how to interpret this refusal. Thou hast the power thy vaunted love to sanctify, all doubt above despite the gathering shade, to make that love of thine so sure that come what may it must endure till time itself shall fade. Thy love is but a flower that fades within the hour. If such thy love, O shame, call it by other name. Thy love is but a flower that fades within the hour. If such thy love, O shame, call it by other name. It is not love. It is not love. Thine is the power, and thine alone, to place me on so proud a throne that kings might envy me. A priceless throne of love untold, more rare than orient pearl and gold. But no, no, thou wouldst be free. Your love is but a ray that dies within a day. If such thy love, O shame, call it by other name. Your love is but a ray that fades within a day. If such thy love, O shame, call it by other name. It is not love. It is not love.
It is singular. It is very singular. It has overthrown all of my calculations. It is distinctly opposed to the doctrine of averages. I cannot understand it.
Dear Dr. Daly, what has troubled you?
My dear, this village has not hitherto been addicted to marrying and giving in marriage. Hitherto the youths of this village have not been enterprising, and the young maidens have been distinctly coy. Judge then of my surprise when I tell you that the whole village came to me in a body just now and implored me to join them in matrimony. Even your excellent father has hinted to me that, well, before very long he may also change his condition.
Oh, Alexis, do you hear that? Are you not delighted?
I cannot deny. A union between your mother and my father would be a happy occasion indeed. Sir, the news you bring us is very gratifying.
Yes. Still, in my eyes, it has its melancholy side. This Universal marrying recalls the happy days. Now, alas, gone forever, where I myself might have, but tush, I am puling. I am too old to marry, and yet within the last half hour I've greatly yearned for companionship. You know, I never have remarked it before, but the young maidens of this village are very comely. So likewise are the middle-aged. Also the elderly. All are comely, and all are engaged.
Here comes your father. Mrs. Parlett.
Dr. Daly, give me joy. Mwah. Alexis, my boy, you will, I'm sure, be pleased to hear that my declining days are not unlikely to be solaced by the companionship of this good, virtuous, and amiable woman. Ah.
My dear father, this is not altogether what I would have expected, and I must admit I'm taken somewhat by surprise still. I need not assure you that any wife of yours is a mother of mine. This isn't what I would have wished for.
Oh, sir, I entreat your forgiveness. I understand that socially I am not everything that could be desired, nor do I have an abundance of worldly goods. But what I can offer your estimable father is the great dowry of a tender, loving heart.
I do not doubt it. After all, true love is the source of every earthly joy.
I knew my boy would not blame his poor father for acting on the impulses of a heart that has not once misled him. Zora is not perhaps what one might call beautiful.
Still, she is comely. Distinctly comely.
Zora is a very good and clean and honest and quite sober in her habits, and that, dear Sir Marmaduke, is worth much more than beauty.
Yes, beauty will fade and perish, but personal cleanliness is practically undying, for it can be renewed whenever it discovers symptoms of decay. Oh, my dear Sir Marmaduke, I heartily congratulate you.
I rejoice that it's decided. Happy now will be his life, for my father is provided with a kind and tender wife.
She will tend him, nurse him, mend him, air his linen, dry his tears. Bless the thoughtful fates that sent him such a wife to soothe his years.
Sweet and giddy, thoughtless maiden, full of graces, airs and cheers, but a sober widow laden with the weight of 50 years.
No high-born exacting beauty, blazing like a jeweled sun, but a wife must do her duty, as that duty should be done.
She will tend him, nurse him, mend him, air his linen, dry his tears. Bless the thoughtful fates that sent him such a wife to soothe his years.
I'm no saucy minx and biddy, hussy such as them around, but a clean and tidy widdy, will be known for miles around.
All the village now have mated, and are happy as can be. I to live alone am fated, no one left to marry me.
No one left to marry me. She will tend him, nurse him, mend him, air his linen, dry his tears. Bless the thoughtful fates that sent him such a wife to soothe his years. Bless the thoughtful fates that sent him such a wife to soothe his years.
such a wife,
Such a wife to soothe his ears.
Oh, I have wrought much evil with my spells, and ill I can't undo. This is too bad of you, J.W. Wells. What wrong have they done you? But see, another lovelorn lady comes. Alas, poor stricken dame. A gentle pensiveness her life benumbs, and mine alone the blame.
Alas, on me, and well a day, I sigh for love as well I may, for I am very old and grey. But stay, what is this fairy form I see before me?
Oh, horrible, she is going to adore me. This last catastrophe is overpowering.
Why do you gaze at me with visage lowering? For pity's sake, recoil not thus from me.
My lady, leave me. This can never be. Eat me, I drop my H's half through life.
Love me, I'll draw them too.
Hate me, I sometimes eat peas with a knife.
Love me, I'll eat like you.
Hate me, I often go to Haight-Ashbury.
Love me, I'll meet you there.
Hate me, I sometimes go to Speakeasy.
Love me, that joy I'll share. Love me, my prejudices I'll forever drop.
Hate me, that's not enough.
Love me, I'll come and help you on the road.
Hate me, the life is rough.
Love me, my grammar I will all forswear.
Hate me, abjure my lot.
Love me, I'll put sunflowers in my hair.
Hate me, they'll suit you not. Of what I'm about to say, be not enraged. I may not love you, for I am engaged. Engaged to a maiden fair with bright brown hair and a sweet and simple smile, who waits for me by the sounding sea on a South Pacific isle. A lie, no maiden waits me there.
She has bright brown hair.
A lie, no maiden smiles on me.
By the sounding sea,
The sounding sea.
oh agony, rage, despair, the maiden has bright brown hair, and mine is as white as snow. False man, it will be your fault if I go to my family vault and bury my lifelong woe.
Oh, agony, rage, despair, oh, where will this end? Oh, where I should very much like to know. It'll certainly be my fault if she goes to her family vault to bury her lifelong woe.
False man, it
It'll
will be
certainly
your fault
be
if
my
I go to my
fault
family
if
vault
she
to
goes
bury
to
my
her family
lifelong woe.
vault.
The family vault,
The vault.
the family vault,
The family
the
vault,
family
the
vault.
family vault,
The vault.
the family vault,
The vault.
the family vault,
The family vault.
the family vault,
The vault.
the family vault,
The vault.
the family vault.
Yes,
the family vault.
Alexis, don't be not my loved one. See, thine uttered will is sovereign Lord to me. All fear, all thoughts of ill I cast away. It is my darling's will, and I obey. The fearful deed is done, my love is near. I go to meet my own in a trembling fear. If for a sort of ill should cast a shade, it was my darling's will, and I obeyed, and I obeyed.
Oh, my voice is sad and low, and with timid step I go. For with load of love o'erladen, I inquire of every maiden. Will you wed me, little lady? Will you share my cottage shady? Little lady answers no. No, no, thank you for your kindly proffer, good your heart and full your coffer, yet I must decline your offer, I'm engaged to so-and-so. So-and-so, so-and-so. So-and-so, so-and-so. I'm engaged to so-and-so. What are rogue young hearts to pillage? What a worker on love's tillage? Every maiden in the village is engaged to so-and-so. So-and-so, so-and-so. So-and-so, so-and-so. All engaged to so-and-so. Joyous moon, oh mad delight, oh sun and moon, oh day and night, rejoice, rejoice with me. Proclaim our joy, ye birds above, ye brooklets murmur forth the love, in choral ecstasy, oh joyous boon, oh rejoice with me. Rejoice, rejoice with me.
Aline, my only love, my happiness, the filter, you have tasted it. Yes, yes. Oh, joy, mine, mine, forever and forever. Alexis, don't do that. You must not. Why? Alas, that lovers thus should meet. Oh, pity, pity me. Oh, charge me not with cold deceit. Oh, pity, pity me. You bade me drink with trembling awe. I drank, and by the potion's law, I learned the very first I saw. Oh, pity, pity me.
My dear young friend, console it be, we pity, pity you. In this I'm not an agent free, we pity, pity you. Some most extraordinary spell o'er us hath cast its magic fell. The consequence I need not tell, we pity, pity you.
Some most extraordinary spell
o'er
them
us
has
hath
cast its
its
magic
magic
spell. False one, be gone! I spurn thee. To thy new lover turn thee. Thy perfidy all men shall know. I could not help it. Come one, come all.
We could not help it.
Obey my call.
We could
not
not
come
help
hither,
it.
run.
We
Could not
could
help it.
not
Comes
help
everyone
it.
comes. Does the latter recoil from me so? Why does the latter recoil from me so? Prepare for sad surprises. My love Aline despises. No thought of sorrow shames her. Another lover claims her. Be his false girl, for better or for worse. But ere you leave me, may a lover's curse.
Hold! Be just! This poor girl drank the filter at your instance. She hurried off to meet you, but, well, most unfortunately, she met me instead. And as you had administered the potion to both of us, the result was inevitable. But fear nothing from me. I shall be no man's rival. I shall exile myself from this country for the good of the village.
My excellent old friend. Thank you so much. You know about these effects. What is to be done?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a spell.
A spell? A magic spell? Name it, whatever it may be, name it.
Well, one of you, probably you have to sacrifice yourself to the gods. I mean, Satan specifically. I mean, I do it, but yeah.
I take this burden upon myself. I am ready.
Oh, no, Alexis, it must not be. Mr. Wells, if he must die so that all may be restored to their loved ones, well then what is to become of me? I shall be left alone in the cold with no love to be restored to.
Oh, are you not all right with that?
No!
Does anyone have any ideas?
Well, you did say that you...
Does anyone have any ideas?
You could sacrifice yourself.
Does anyone have a single idea?
She died instead.
Anyone have a... does anyone not just... Fine. There is one way. Or he or I must die. Which shall it be? Reply.
Die thou, thou art the cause of all offending.
Die thou, yield thou to this decree unbending.
Die thou, die thou, die thou.
So be it, I submit. My fate is sealed to popular opinion. Thus I yield. Be happy all, leave me to my despair. I go, it matters not with whom or where.
Oh, my adored one,
Beloved boy,
ecstatic rapture,
unmingled joy.
Come to my mansion, all of you. At least we'll crowd our rapture with another feast.
now to the banquet we press, now for the eggs and the ham, now for the mustard and cress, now for the strawberry jam, now for the tea of our host, now for the rollicking bun, now for the muffin and toast, and now for the gay Sally Lunn. Now for the muffin and toast, and now for the gay Sally Lunn. The eggs and the ham and the strawberry jam, the rollicking bun and the gay Sally Lunn. The eggs and the ham and the strawberry jam, and the rollicking bun and the gay Sally Lunn. The eggs and the ham and the strawberry jam and the rollicking bun. The rollicking bun and the gay Sally Lunn and the strawberry